The year was 1860, a time of great turmoil and change. The United States was on the brink of civil war, a nation divided by deep-seated conflicts and ideologies. The slave trade had been outlawed for almost 60 years, yet the scars of this inhumane practice were still fresh and bleeding. Yet a ship named Clotilda sailed into Mobile Bay, Alabama, under the cover of darkness, carrying 110 captive Africans, a stark reminder of the persistent cruelty. This illegal act, a blatant disregard for human life and dignity, would be the last known arrival of a slave ship to America's shores, marking a grim chapter in history. The journey across the Atlantic was a horrific ordeal, fraught with peril and suffering. Cramped below deck in the ship's stifling hold, the captives endured unimaginable suffering, their bodies and spirits broken by the harsh conditions. They were stripped of their freedom, their names, their very identities reduced to mere cargo in the eyes of their captors. The Clotilda's voyage was not a journey, but a descent into darkness, a harrowing passage that would forever stain the annals of history. Despite the abolitionist movements and the laws in place, the Clotilda's voyage highlighted the ongoing struggle for human rights and justice. The wreckage of the Clotilda, discovered years later, serves as a haunting reminder of this dark period, a testament to the resilience of those who suffered and the enduring fight against oppression. For over a century, the Clotilda remained hidden, its story whispered among the descendants of those who had been enslaved aboard her. The ship's existence was more folklore than fact, a dark secret swallowed by time and the murky waters of the Mobile River. Then in 2019, a combination of historical research, scientific analysis, and sheer determination led to the discovery of the Clotilda's remains. Submerged in the riverbed, the ship's timbers bore witness to the passage of time and the weight of its tragic history. The Clotilda is not just an old shipwreck, it is a crime scene, a tangible reminder of the horrors of slavery. Each timber, each rusted shackle whispers the stories of those who were stolen from their homeland and subjected to the brutality of forced labor. The ship's very existence is a testament to the greed and cruelty that fueled the transatlantic slave trade. It stands as a stark reminder of a shameful chapter in human history, a chapter that we must never forget. The discovery of the Clotilda sparked a heated debate among historians, archaeologists, and the descendants of those who were forcibly brought to America on the last known slave ship. Should it be raised from its watery grave, its remains preserved in a museum for all to see? This would allow people to connect with a tangible piece of history, to see and touch the remnants of a dark chapter in human history. Or should it be left undisturbed, a sacred burial ground for the memories it holds? Leaving it submerged could serve as a powerful underwater memorial, a silent testament to the lives lost and the resilience of those who survived. Many experts, archaeologists, and descendants of the Clotilda's captives believe that the ship should remain submerged. They see it as a way to honor their ancestors, to keep their final resting place intact and undisturbed. They argue that disturbing the wreck would be disrespectful to the ancestors who suffered and died aboard her. The ship is more than just a historical artifact. It is a symbol of pain, suffering, and ultimately survival. It's not just a ship, says Dr. Jessica Berry, a maritime archaeologist. It's a tomb. It's a place where people were confined, suffered, and many perished. To disturb it would be to disturb their final resting place. It's a place of mourning, a place where the descendants of those who were on the Clotilda can come to pay their respects, to remember and to heal. We need to treat it with the respect it deserves. Preserving the Clotilda in its current state allows us to honor the past while educating future generations about the atrocities of slavery and the strength of the human spirit. Leaving the Clotilda submerged is not about forgetting the past. It is about choosing how we remember. It is about acknowledging the pain and suffering inflicted on millions of Africans, while also recognizing the resilience and strength of those who survived. The Clotilda's story does not end on the riverbed. It continues in the lives of the descendants of those who were enslaved aboard her. In their fight for justice and equality, it continues in the ongoing struggle against racism and discrimination that plagues our society. The discovery of the Clotilda serves as a powerful reminder that the legacy of slavery continues to shape our world. It forces us to confront the uncomfortable truths about our past and to acknowledge the ways in which that past continues to cast a shadow over the present. The rusted shackles and chains found within the Clotilda's hull are not just relics of a bygone era, they are symbols of the systemic racism and inequality that still permeate our society. The Clotilda, in its decayed state, speaks volumes. It reminds us that the wounds of the past can take centuries to heal. It compels us to acknowledge the lasting impact of slavery on generations of African Americans. This ship, though broken and submerged, is a potent symbol of a painful past that continues to resonate deeply. The descendants of those who were enslaved on the Clotilda carry the stories of their ancestors with them. Their resilience and their fight for recognition are testaments to the enduring human spirit. The Clotilda is more than a shipwreck. It is a silent witness to a dark chapter in human history, lying beneath the waters, holding secrets of a painful past. The remains of this ship tell a story of suffering, endurance, and the unbreakable spirit of those who were forcibly taken from their homeland. It is a sacred site, a testament to the strength and resilience of the human spirit. The Clotilda stands as a powerful symbol of the atrocities of slavery, but also of the incredible courage and determination of those who survived. It reminds us of the human capacity to endure and overcome even the most harrowing circumstances. It is a reminder of the horrors of slavery and the importance of fighting for justice and equality. The stories of those who were enslaved on the Clotilda are a call to action, urging us to confront the injustices of the past and work tirelessly to ensure they are never repeated. Through education and remembrance, we can honor their legacy. As we continue to grapple with the legacy of slavery and its impact on our world, let us remember the Clotilda and the stories it tells. These stories are not just relics of the past, they are lessons for the present and the future. They teach us about the depths of human cruelty, but also about the heights of human resilience and solidarity. Let us honor the memories of those who were enslaved by working to create a more just and equitable future for all. By acknowledging the pain and suffering of the past, we can build a foundation for a society that values justice, equality, and human dignity. Our actions today can ensure that the sacrifices of those who came before us were not in vain. Let us be the guardians of their memory, ensuring that their stories are never forgotten. By preserving these memories, we keep alive the lessons they impart. We become the stewards of history, charged with the responsibility to educate future generations and to inspire them to strive for a world where such injustices are no longer possible.